Hey, Courier Girl here with a little reminder video. When you talk to a courier company about work, and this actually applies to any job interview you go on, whether it's for courier work or not, and whether you are an entrepreneur or you're going to be hired as an employee, always look at it like you are interviewing the company as much as they are interviewing you. That puts you in a seat of power. So if you are looking for a job and you are going to job interviews and you go in with this attitude that this idea that they're interviewing you and they will evaluate you and they will decide if you are good enough for the job, that puts you in a lower position. It takes your power away. And subconsciously that will kind of beam out to the person doing the interviewing, and they will not see you as strong of a candidate because you have that uncertainty, that feeling, what if I don't pass? What if I fail? What if I fail this interview? They're not going to like me, they're not going to hire me. So always go in with the attitude that you can do the job. You can do the job better than anybody else. This job is so easy for you, and you are interviewing them to see if you want to work with them. So let me tell you an example from my life from a long time ago. I was interviewing for an accounting job, and I do not have an accounting degree. I'm pretty much self-taught, but I know my way around a set of books, let me tell you. And so I was interviewing for this job, and they liked me, but they wanted somebody who was a CPA to do the job. That was like one of their requirements. And I looked straight at them and I said, do you want somebody with a piece of paper, or do you want somebody to do the job? It's up to you. I've been called in to clean up the books that CPAs screwed up. So I don't really care. I think this is a great company and I would like to work with you, but you're going to have to decide if you can overlook the fact that I don't have your required degree in order to get the job done. So, and I think the guy was surprised that I was so bold about it because he thought he was interviewing me, and I turned the tables, and all of a sudden I'm interviewing you and I'm deciding if you are good enough for me to work for. And what it came back to is they had me do an accounting test. Like, okay, if you pass this test, then we'll give you a trial. We're going to hire you and we're going to give you a trial. Okay, that's no problem. I took the test. And this was a large company, a large national company. And it had been around at that point for 25 years, so it wasn't new. And I was the only one of two people in the entire history of that company who got 100 on the test. I knew my stuff, and I knew that I knew my stuff. And I didn't get an accounting degree because I didn't need one. I took a few accounting classes, and I was so bored. I could have taught those classes by that time because I knew my stuff. And I had that kind of confidence and that kind of attitude. And I got that job, and I did really good at it for the couple of years that I was there. I left because I got tired of doing accounting. But that's a whole different story. But it's the same thing with a courier job. You're an independent contractor. You are a business of one, right? And you are going in and you're going to work with a company, not for a company. You're contracting to give them a service that you are providing as an independent business owner. You need to have that same attitude, that same confidence that, well, yeah, I can do the work for you. I'm totally sure about that, but I don't know if you're going to meet my requirements. I don't know if you're going to be able to accommodate my schedule. I don't know if you're going to pay me enough. I'm not interested in putting up with office politics and bullshit and all that kind of stuff. So what's your company culture? Are you people that I want to work with? These are the things that are going on in your mind as you are sitting there talking to the owner of the courier company or the manager or whoever. So remember that. You are evaluating them, you are interviewing them just like they are interviewing you. and you're deciding together if you want to work together. That goes for an independent contractor. It goes for any job interview that you have. If you go in with that air, not snarky, and not like I'm better than you, not like that, but we're equals. And I am thinking about working with you. You are thinking about working with me. And if we can come to terms, if we can agree on it, then it's going to be a done deal. And whether we structure that as an employee situation, as an independent contractor, however we structure that is part of the deal. But the bottom line is we are two equals deciding if we want to work together. Does that make sense? All right. So if you don't have that kind of confidence, then talk to me about it. Send me a message, or you can send me an email. I am couriergirl@gmail.com. And maybe I can help you out with that, because that makes a huge difference in your success in life. All right. Peace out, and I will see you on the road.